Okay, part 2. So, yeah, I busted my head open. They wheelchair me to the first aid station. And then this guy, instead of sending me to the hospital to get staples or stitches, he puts this wound closing serum on it, like 5 layers, and then it just hardens, and we just wait for all. Okay, so yeah, he tells me my head cannot get wet because it could get like the wound infected, and it could also make the serum fall off, and then it's reopened. And he said if it reopens and starts bleeding again, then we have to go to the yard and we have to get stitches. So trying to avoid that, you know, because I still wanted to see that Skillet concert. I was not leaving that park. So it starts pouring rain, and so we ask for something to cover my head with. He hands us a plastic bag, not like Ziploc bag like this, but like a sandwich bag, like a teeny tiny. I don't know what he wanted me to do with that, but I just put on my dad's hat instead because it's one of those like bucket hats where it goes like it covered everything. It wasn't a baseball cap, you know. So basically, I just wander around the park in that hat all day, praying it doesn't leak through and make my head wet. So my parents kept making me like take it off and check on it just to make sure everything was good. But it stayed totally fine for the rest of the day. Nothing reopened. There was no more bleeding. Not to be like gross, but like my hair was like crunchy and dyed red from the blood because since I couldn't get my head wet, I couldn't wash the blood out. So I just been sitting there like all day. So thankfully for the concert, we were under this tent looking thing. So it was raining the entire concert. Like they cut it short because of how bad the lightning and thunder was. But so that whole time when I was sitting there, I was able to stay dry. Praise God. Praise God. But we drove home, washed what we could of my hair last night, and then I just went to bed hoping it would not reopen in my sleep. I wake up and I'm like terrified that like I'm going to be covered in blood, but I wasn't. It was totally fine this morning. I've had a pounding headache for the past like 24 hours because of it, but it's not like a concussion or anything. It's literally a topical scrape on the back of my head. So yeah. Luckily enough, I have my like 16-year-old annual appointment at the doctor tomorrow, so I'm just going to be like, hey, I busted my head open. Can you check up on this? And we're just going to make sure everything's good then. I'm going to an AJR concert tomorrow. So excited. But that one's also outdoors, and it's also supposed to rain. So I'm praying that I can get my head wet for that one, because I'm not trying to wear that bucket hat again. Other wounds, I got like a road rash on my back from it. And then my arm, I got this scrape and bruise. And then I have some on like my hips, because that's what I hit the ground first with. But otherwise, everything's fine. Give it a couple days. I'll do more updates if I need to. But yeah, that's the whole story. My friends are making fun of me nonstop because they were there and they saw me fall. But yeah, love you guys. Mwah.